Scott Scribner. Mr. Scribner is a realtor from Plano, Texas. He is currently affiliated with Keller Williams Realty. Mr. Scribner is here to testify on behalf of the National Association for Self-Employed. The NASE represents hundreds of thousands of entrepreneurs and micro-businesses and is the largest nonprofit, nonpartisan association of its kind in the United States. And welcome, Mr. Scribner.
Chairman Gonzalez, Ranking Member Westmoreland, and members of the subcommittee, I'd like to thank you for giving me a chance to speak to you this morning. I applaud the time and energy you spend helping small businesses around the company. Your efforts are appreciated. My name is Scott Scribner, and I've been a member of the National Association for the Self-Employed for a number of years. Along with my wife, Barbara, I own a real estate sales business in Plano, Texas. We've operated the business primarily from home for almost 14 years. Before that, I was a commercial banker and president of a small East Texas bank. Our business currently has one full-time employee, but we plan to expand our team in the near future. My purpose today is to comment on the IRS home office deduction. Since we run the business from our home, we're allowed to deduct expenses related to our home office. The problem we face is the time and complexity in figuring the deduction, and I know that we're not alone. I've talked with many of my peers about this issue, and most everyone agrees either they don't understand the deduction or are afraid that if they take it, they increase their chances of an audit. By way of illustration, this is the Home Office Deduction Form 8829. It's only one page, and it looks simple enough until you actually read it. There are 43 line items required just to complete the form. Most of the information needed requires time-consuming effort to complete. For example, line 30 says carryover of casualty losses, while line 32 says allowable excess casualty losses. So I have to know the difference between carryover, excess, and allowable. And I'm not even sure I have any casualty losses. There's more, but I think you get the point. I'm told on the form 14 different times to see instructions. Now, my wife would be shocked to hear this, but even I read instructions occasionally. And believe me, there are plenty of instructions for the home office deduction. In fact, these are the instructions, all 31 pages worth. So it seems to me that I face a choice. One, spend hundreds of dollars in lost time collecting data, reading 31 pages of instructions and completing the form. Two, pay a CPA hundreds of dollars to do it for me. Or three, forego the deduction altogether. In my case, I wanted to make sure that my CPA had a great vacation in Hawaii last year, so I chose option two. Unfortunately, the majority of my fellow self-employed business owners prepare their taxes without professional help. Thus, the time burden and complexity of the home office deduction causes many of them to choose option three and not utilize this tax benefit at all. Like most business owners, I'd rather be providing good service to my clients, growing my business, and creating new jobs, not spending time trying to comprehend tax forms and instructions. On the other hand, it seems unfair not to deduct home office expenses. It seems to me there should be a better way. Small business should have a choice. If time and resources allow, let home-based businesses take the traditional deduction, or, if they prefer, how about a standard home office deduction? This provides a way for small business owners to take the home office deduction without negatively impacting their business. For me, I would choose to take the standard deduction and then get back to work in my business. I'm sure many other people feel the same way. The NASE is supporting the Home Office Deduction Simplification Act, H.R. 6214, which would provide a $1,500 standard deduction option for home-based businesses. In addition, House Small Business Committee Chairwoman Velasquez is preparing legislation that would also include a standard home office deduction. I encourage Congress to support these bills and help the 52% of small businesses who work from their home. Again, I appreciate the chance to be here and to speak about this important topic. Thank you for the passion and energy you put into helping small businesses.
Thank you very much, Mr. Scribner.